Today, I'll be grading the top 10 of the 2019 NHL entry draft. The highest grade is A+, and the lowest is F-, so with that out of the way, let's go. Starting off with the first overall pick, Jack Hughes, he gets an A. If we're basing this off of the last two seasons, Hughes is an easy A+, but his rookie season and his sophomore season weren't great for a first overall pick. In his career so far, Hughes has scored 86 goals and 117 assists, for a total of 203 points in 241 games. This season, Hughes has a total of 95 points in 75 games. I think even by the end of these playoffs, Jack Hughes will deserve an A+, but for now, I'm keeping him at A. The second overall pick was Kaapo Kakko, who gets himself a D+. Kakko has played 236 NHL games and has scored 43 goals and 54 assists for 97 total points. Kakko is still a pretty good third liner, but obviously nowhere near the second pick expectations. This season, Kakko has scored 39 points in 79 games so far. The third pick was Kirby Dach, who named himself a C+. Dach has scored 97 career points in 210 games in his career and is having a good season this year. He started the year very strong, but has slowed down a bit. Dach has 14 goals and 24 assists for 38 points in 58 games this season. Dach also has a physical side to his game at 6'4", and he's strong on the puck, but also has nice hands so he can make his way around defensemen. Dach will soon grow to be a great Canadian second liner. Bowen Byram was the fourth overall pick, who gets an A-. Obviously, Byram is a Stanley Cup champ, but also has some individual success, scoring 42 career points in 88 games. This season, he has a career-high 23 points in 39 games, which is very good for a defenseman, especially this early in his career. Byram definitely has the potential to become a first-pair defenseman for the Avs. The fifth pick was Alex Turcotte, who gets a D-. Turcotte has had zero success in his NHL career so far, with no points in 12 games. But if you look at his AHL stats, he has 17 points in 29 games this season, and 56 points in 88 games in his AHL career. So even though he hasn't been good in the AHL, he's a pretty good player in the AHL and has a good two-way style to his game. The Calder Trophy winner, Moritz Seider, was the sixth pick, and he gets an A+. Seider obviously won the Calder last year, and by quite a bit as well. He was amazing last year, picking up 50 points in a full 82 games. Even though he isn't quite as good this year, he still has 42 points in 79 games, which is really good for a defenseman of his age. Seider is a big guy at 6'4" and skates well for his size. He's strong on the puck and will become a top NHL defenseman in a few years. At the seventh pick, we have Dylan Cozens, who gets an A. Cozens is very good this season, scoring 67 points in 77 games, with a total of 118 points in 197 NHL games. Cozens is a physical power forward at a height of 6'3", and he is definitely not scared to lay the body. Cozens is great defensively, and by looking at his stats, also very good offensively. Cozens is already becoming a good leader and is already a good skater for a 6'3" power forward. The eighth overall pick was Philip Broberg, who gets a D. So far in his NHL career, Broberg has 11 points in 45 games with 2 goals and 9 assists. In his AHL career, he scored 6 goals and 21 assists for 27 points in 38 games. This season in the NHL, he has 8 points in 45 games. Broberg has a strong skating stride and is very strong in battles for the puck. Overall, Broberg hasn't been great in the NHL yet, but he still has good upside. Trevor Zegras was the ninth pick, who gets an A+. Zegras is one of the most skilled players of all time and has scored some insane goals, including a crazy assist nicknamed the Dishigan. Zegras has 135 points in 177 career games, with 48 goals and 87 assists. This season, he scored 61 points in 78 games, which is very impressive considering the team he's on. Zegras was second in Calder Trophy voting last year and was an All-Star. In the All-Star competition, he pulled off one of the craziest moves I've ever seen while blindfolded. Overall, Zegras has crazy skill and crazy hands. Last but not least, we have Vasily Podkolzin, who gets himself a D-. Podkolzin has played 118 total NHL games and has scored 33 points. In the AHL, he has 7 goals and 11 assists for 18 points in 28 games. Podkolzin battles hard for those loose pucks and is more of a defensive forward. He just hasn't lived up to the top 10 expectations just yet. And that'll do it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. The next episode in this series will be grading the 2018 draft, so make sure to stay tuned for that one. And yeah, see you in a video, and I'll see you guys next time.